Hello, I'm Apurva. Welcome back to Videsified. Today we are going to talk about the TOEFL test. I will share my own experience and how I scored 110 on this test. I will also give you some useful tips and tricks that personally helped me a lot, and also share some of the useful resources at the end of this video. So make sure you watch it till the end. As you can see, we have come for a quick hike. So it's going to be a fun video where we talk about TOEFL while hiking. So let's get started. But before that, make sure you subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will be notified every time we upload a new video. Let's go. When you're planning to study abroad, you have to give exams like GRE, GMAT or TOEFL or IELTS. Now while exams like GRE test our logical reasoning and knowledge, exams like TOEFL test our language skills and ability. Basically, they want to make sure that you will be able to study and live in an English speaking country. If you're someone who has already given GRE or planning for GRE, then TOEFL is going to be comparatively easier because all the tips and tricks that apply for the GRE verbal section also applies for the TOEFL test. We have already made a video discussing all the important tips and tricks that will definitely help you to increase your GRE score at least by 10 points. So make sure you check that out. I booked my TOEFL test after I gave my GRE test about 3 weeks apart, and the first thing I did was giving a mock test. Now giving a mock test really helped me to understand where I stand and what I need to work on. So I will advise you that you do the same. I will provide you with the links for the mock test in the description box, so you can start with that. Now for exams like GRE, you have to score as much as you can, but it's not the same for the TOEFL, right? Like you don't have to score 117 or 119 out of 120. Because different universities have different cutoffs, and if you can pass through that, then you're good to go. Many universities have score of in the range of like 70 to 90, so anything above 100 is a good score. Now when I gave my mock test, I scored 98 in it, but when I gave my final TOEFL exam, I scored 110. So I was really happy with the result. I will share with you the exact same tips that helped me to reach that score. So let's get right into it. TOEFL is based on American English and IELTS is based on British English. So just keep this in mind while you're preparing for TOEFL. TOEFL has 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking and writing. One tip that is common in the reading section for both GRE and TOEFL is skimming. And it is more useful in TOEFL because TOEFL is very straightforward. Like the first question will be from the first paragraph, the second question from the next, and so on. So when you start reading the paragraphs, don't try to read each and every sentence and try to understand its meaning. Just skim through it and jump onto the questions. Try to find the keywords in the questions and map it back to that paragraph. This will definitely help you. If you're someone like me who gets easily confused between the options, then one tip that helped me, which you can also use, is moving on to the next question as soon as you think you have found the right answer. If you cannot find the right answer, then use the process of elimination. For instance, try to look out for the options that have extra information and which is not there in that paragraph. So you want to definitely eliminate these options first, and this will help you to increase the probability of reaching to the correct answer. Sometimes options can get tricky, like they might have the exact same keywords but convey totally different negative meaning. So you don't want to fall in that trap. While I was preparing for the listening section, initially I used to write down everything, because I was afraid that I will miss out on some important information. And this clearly didn't help me because I was not able to reach to the correct answer in short time. So what I started to do instead was writing only the important keywords and started drawing diagrams. Like for instance, if they say that John is going from point A to point B, what I did was I used to write John, A, B and just an arrow. So this helped me to reach to the correct answer faster. And remember that they do not expect you to solve any problems here. They just want to make sure that you are able to understand the lecture and follow the lecture clearly. So make sure you just note down important keywords and try to come up with some diagrams. While I was preparing for this section, initially I thought that I will only watch English content, but we have to remember that to be effective in a shorter duration, we have to watch only relevant content. So one tip that helped me is watching TED Talks, because TED Talks they have academic topics and they are very similar to the TOEFL listening section. So try to watch these TED Talks and try to understand their American accent. Now let's take a small break. Because TOEFL also has breaks in between sections, so you can grab some water and have some energy bars. Moving on to the speaking section, one tip that I strictly followed was using templates. I watched some videos and I came up with my own templates because this way it was easier for me to remember. So when I entered the exam hall, the first thing I did was writing down all these templates even before the actual exam started. Because otherwise, once the speaking section starts, you will only get 15 seconds for each question to prepare. And this is where the templates will be useful, because then you just have to fill in those gaps. So make sure that you come up with your own templates and also use real life examples. For instance, if the topic is something like, do you prefer city life or village life? Then I'll say something like, I prefer city life because I stay in Mumbai and I love the fast-paced Mumbai lifestyle. Also, whatever technology comes to India, it is first available in Mumbai. So that is why I prefer city life. So in this way, use templates and come up with real life examples. If you're not familiar with the topic, then do not be afraid to lie. And use bridge words like because, that's why, to conclude, and so on. And this is where the templates will be really handy. Also, don't stress much on the accent. Just try to be clear and audible. They'll do like a quick mic test before the actual speaking section starts. So just make sure that you maintain the same voice level during your mic test and speaking section. So this happened with one of my friends. He was really loud during his mic test compared to his actual speaking test. And because of that, he had to retake the test. So you don't want to do the same mistake. Also be prepared for the loud environment around you, because there will be other students taking the exam at the exact same time. So just keep this thing in mind. Some people told me that if you enter the exam hall late, then you can hear to what questions are being asked or how people are answering them. But this doesn't work for me, because if I listen to somebody answering the question, I'll be like, oh my god, he is really good, and that will make me anxious. So I just went ahead with my test, but if you're someone who can take advantage of it, then you can do it. The last section is writing. Most of the tips and tricks that we discuss in our GRE video for the AWS section also applies here for the TOEFL writing section, like using keyboard or Grammarly and having templates for the introduction and conclusion. Make sure that you exceed the word limit at least by 100 words and try to divide it into paragraphs of equal length. Also have like one idea in one paragraph. You don't have to use a lot of GRE words for this, but just make sure that you're conveying your idea more clearly. And one important thing is that write the spellings in American English. When you're going for your exam, remember your university codes. Because after your exam, you can send your scores to 4 universities at no extra charge, and you don't want to miss that out. Finally, the resources that really helped me during my preparation were Lingua Marina and Noteful. They have some really good videos, so make sure you follow them. So that's all we have for today. We will come up with what's next after TOEFL very soon, so make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, then you can comment below. Please like, share and subscribe. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.